goal of achievement. So please join me in welcoming founder and co-owner of Lean Geeks, Dr. Kenya Odor.
Testing, there it is. Good afternoon. I am so impressed at this full house. I did not expect to see so many faces, but I'm super excited. This is a very interesting topic that I hope you all see as interesting as I do. Okay, so let's get started because you guys have homework to do while you're here. I am founder and CEO of Lean Geeks, and quick kind of overview or headline. We help our clients remove assumptions about your target consumer. So we always walk into things around our clients that are assumptions. We help you to distill those assumptions, and we help you to understand how and why your clients interact with your products and services. Okay. We validate market assumptions for our teams or our clients. We also coach folks on user-centered design, which is my background. And we help staff strong talent in the areas of product, user experience, creative, content, that sort of thing. Just my background. So I'm a doctor, but not the kind that you all are used to interacting with. I have my doctorate in human factors psychology, which is a blend of cognitive and experimental psychology and industrial engineering. So my training's around understanding people, understanding the context of what they're doing and the work that they're trying to do to create systems that are effective and useful, okay? I also have been in-house in IT organizations for several decades before venturing out and creating Lean Geeks. So I've worked in roles as a user experience leader, strategist, I've been a practitioner, and I'm also an adjunct at NC State in the computer science department. And lucky me, today's my first day of class as well, later today. So timing lined up. So let's get started with answering the question of what is an intrapreneur, okay? We're all familiar with entrepreneurs. And so before I ventured out on my own, someone shared this term with me, and I saw a huge opportunity to leverage my interests, my capabilities within my organization prior to departing that allowed me to show that I can creatively solve problems within the organization. Intrapreneur is an employee that takes direct responsibility for turning an idea into a new product, new offering, new service, new process within the organization, often instead of leaving the company. Sometimes we don't see the opportunities in front of us because we have this inner entrepreneur, but you have that opportunity to use that within your organization. And as an intrapreneur, you bring that entrepreneurial thinking and skill to build a career path that you're almost charting your own path. You're using what's unique about you and your interests to apply and to do things differently than they're done today. So one of my experiences as an intrapreneur was back when I was in-house. I was leading a user experience technical writing team, and I reported to the GM of the business at that time. What we saw was an opportunity to leverage a partnership. And so I was tasked with not only helping to build out that physical space. How do we lay out the actual spaces? Where do we put the technology? What type of furniture do we use so that it's flexible? All of those things went into that space, but more importantly, I was able to partner with an NC State employee, and we helped to define a framework of how that partnership would play out. So we not only defined the physical space, but also the engagement model. This was a huge opportunity for me to demonstrate my ability to take something from a concept to a finished product. And I actually got to be involved in naming the space. So I did surveys within the organization and that sort of thing. So it was a really exciting adventure almost. And it was something that was outside of my day-to-day job. When you think about being an intrapreneur, think about those things within your organization that you see as opportunities to grow the business, to help make things easier for your peers or your customers. Look for those opportunities. And because things are being done a certain way today, does not mean you have to continue to do them that way. You can push the boundaries where you see the opportunity. Okay, so we are going to go through an exercise. Like I said, you all have homework. Since I have to go to school, you have to go to school today. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to elevate your inner entrepreneur. So this is not something I expect you all to work through during today's session. So you can take that sheet home with you, take it back to work with you, use it to reflect on, but I want you to get those juices flowing around some ideas that you might have. So what you're going to do is on page 1, we're going to spend about 10 minutes entering your personal information around your zones of function. Okay. So we all are geniuses. Okay. Questions?